evening, everyone. My name is Sonya, and I am an abstract and mixed media painter. I also incorporate literary elements in my work, such as poetry, song lyrics, and quotes. Thank you so much for being here tonight and supporting this wonderful group of artists, the Artist Inc. program, and Fresh Arts. My journey began on an IKEA tray, of all things. I was working in HR, and a friend had a small abstract painting in his office. I walked in one day and saw it and asked him who painted it. He said he did. Something in me sparked. I had always been interested in art and drawing, and for some reason, seeing this nerdy HR guy paint made me think I could paint too. That same day, I went to Texas Art Supply and bought canvas and paint and started painting on my IKEA tray. I had no idea what I was doing. I only knew I had to paint. A little over a year later, in 2004, I was invited to participate in an art show, my first, in a bar. It was the first time strangers were going to see my work. I had no idea how to price my art or how to hang my art. I only knew that I was so excited someone invited me to show my work. These are my very first pieces I ever created. They're not very good in my eyes, but they all found homes in the next 6 months. It was exhilarating to have people interested in something I created and actually pay me for it. Just a few months later, I was invited to show my work in a gallery. This is the Studio Gallery in the Heights. I remember seeing my name on the wall and being in disbelief, and being excited they spelled my name correctly. I showed 3 pieces, and again, they all sold. You'll see a very blurry check on this slide. It was very exciting, and I started to believe I could do this, even though I still very much had no idea what it was I was doing. I was running on pure instinct. I had no formal training. I didn't know any artists. I was a baby artist finding my way. Fast forward to about 6 years later, I had been working full-time and not really painting, other than as a hobby, and even that was pretty limited. I started to pursue photography and was shooting for a food blog, and I would paint, but mostly when friends would ask me to create something for them. And then my life changed forever. I met Anne, my future wife. She encouraged me to paint again. There's my Facebook post from 2010. I signed up for an art class at LaSalle and hit the ground running. I rented an art studio at Spring Street Studios and started painting again. I loved having a studio. I worked every day and created more and more work. I was finding my style again, experimenting, meeting more artists. I was chosen for an artist program that focused on the business side of art. I had the opportunity to show at my studio, so I was getting a bit more exposure, and things were starting to happen for me. In fact, at this time, I was selected by the City of Houston to install my work in Mayor Nice Parker's conference room at City Hall. It is still one of my proudest achievements. Around this time, I had my most successful show ever, with 13 paintings selling in one night. I remember the night vividly, with Anne and I running around collecting payment, and I even had 2 people fighting over one piece. What a night. I continued to work and apply to juried shows. I applied to the annual Lawndale Big Show. 972 artists applied, and I was one of 76 chosen to participate in the show. Shortly thereafter, I was selected for a juried show in Lubbock, Texas, and then my work was chosen to be displayed at the Sundance Theater in downtown Houston. Here we are in 2024. After working full-time for almost 6 years doing graphic design and social media, I decided to return to what I believe to be my true calling. I quit my job in January and decided to pursue art full-time. I turned 50 in February, and if there was ever a feeling of now or never, this was it. I think the universe knows when you decide to change your life. My wife started calling it new life, old life. Well, my new life brought me 3 commissions in the span of 2 months. I was just invited to show at Art Santa Fe in July and Spectre Miami in December, and was selected for this very program, Artist Inc. It is my time, and I am taking full advantage. I'm going to end my presentation with a quote from Young Pueblo, one of my favorite poets. There will be challenges, unwanted moments, unexpected heartache, unforeseen difficulties, times when you have no other option but to face the chaos. Life will ask you to stand tall and grow, even when you are tired. And in those moments of expansion, you will see that you are more than a match for what scares you. You are stronger than you imagined. I hope you will continue to follow my journey. You can find me on my website, sonyacuellar.com, social media, Instagram, and Facebook. You can scan the QR code there. I'll be in Art Santa Fe in July, Spectre Miami in December. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful evening.